CapCut niliona hadi nani anatumia Rodweb.
Kuedit bado.
Maana imeisha naona hapo CapCut.
Watu wa TikTok wengi wanatumia hiyo kuedit video zao pia.
Fuck them, man. Welcome to another one of these crazy ass videos. And let's dive in, man. Chat to know what we have for the week, positions we in, position we have taken, and everything else you need to know. So welcome to my charts. This is a gold USD trade. We are currently in a 15-minute based sales, and before tuende hapo juu, acha tuone hizo configurations for the 15 minutes how they look. So this one is a sell stop based on the break of 4-hour candle, and as you can see from here, we had called the sales at 1684. We are looking to fill a range of about 80 pips, coming down 80 pips, but for now we already in for about, let's say, 10. So we already crossed about 50 positions at 20 pips, and we have some runners that are going to 1675. So those are the positions we in for now, but let's go back to the whole thing and maybe find how we found the buyers for the daily session. So it's a gold USD chart, and let's break it down. So being on a Monday, and let's see where we had our first trade of the day, or where we would have gotten our first trades. And on a Friday we closed on 1694.5, and we had our Friday lows. We tested 1690, but for the 30 minutes closure we had them coming in at 1693. So this is the configuration for the daily open. We open at 1695.93. This zone around the weekly closure, as you can see from the weekly time frame. This is where we closed in for the weekly. We closed in at 1694, but we had this long week going to 1729 for last week. So this is how I got the buyers for the daily, and this is how I executed my first trades of the session. Yeah, so let's look on the sales for the first Asian session in the morning. This is how you got your 40 pips for the Asian Tokyo market. So let's go in, and these sales were coming off 50 not 50 Friday's closing levels, that is 1693.8. Hapo we had to set our sell stops for this session. Alafu kidogo we see the breakdown of the full trade. So on Friday we had this sell-off coming from the 50 daily MA. Kama ulikuwa tuned in, we had some NFP news coming up and gave us a drive to the downside on this markets, and wacha nitoe the 50 daily moving average tuone vizuri. This is the 50 daily, and on the time frame we have the daily chart. So we had this was on a Friday. This was the resisting zone, at around 1706. We have this 50 MA giving us momentum to continue the drive down, and this is where we kind of start our bias for this session. So notice that we were in a uptrend coming for the most part of last week until we hit Thursday we hit September's highs. This is request some September high, not some random points on the chart. We saw resistance coming in at this zone, breaking below the 50 daily moving average. So what next? We're moving down to the 20 daily average, and as per now, we were sitting for this trade that we're taking it configured using the 20 daily moving average. Unanipata hapo ama mmefloat? So wacha tuweke pia the 20. We have the fucking 20 moving average, ndio hiyo sitting on 1689.25, and we selling below the 4 hour at 1684.48. Nini nyingine unataka? You have your sales, we down for more than 30 pips on this trade, meaning that 50 lot you have around 1500 in that account. For 20 pip lot you have about 600. When you ball, if you have around 1,000, you're moving 1,000, then you're looking at 15 guisis. So for the full runners position, we are going for 81 pips, hiyo ni 0.75, and the markets are going crazy. We down at yeah, we have already 34 pips. You can close your positions at this point, but for me, nah nigga, I'm taking some more. Let's throw to 1745. We got carried away to Rudy pale juu for the first entries for the day. This is the exact positions we have right here. We are selling using the 30 minutes time frame. We have some nice entries over there. Maybe you could have attempted some runners for the fuller daily session, or you could have take profits on the 20 daily moving average. The same moving average we are using to sell on this position. So let's go on. How would you have gotten this trade? So we have a 30 minutes closing below Friday's the last listen to this carefully. The last 4 hours we made a low. Using the last 4 hours we tested that low to be exact at 1693.08. so this is the same selling point that we are using for the first entry for this day. And notice how we just bounce into that resistance zone, weekly resistance zone at 16.97. Immediately we open, we flip on the daily open, that is 1695.93. What next? We're going for Friday's lows, that is 30 minutes lows, and in this case we close on the zone. We have some buyers coming in below the zone, and we're capped on the daily's open. The next candle comes in to confirm this trade, motherfuckers. It comes and closes at 1692.83. Friday's low was at 1693.08. What is the 30 minutes closure that comes in after that? 1692.83. Hiyo ni nini? We breaking the candle slow and closing below it. So what's coming up after that? These motherfuckers are going to continue driving the price downwards. That's our entry for these sell stops. We have our sell stops on the 30 minute time frame. This was the trade. We have the trade over there at 16, 92.75, and our stops were previous 30 minutes high. So what were the pips? We are risking how much? We are risking 1.4 pips, not 1.4, 14 pips for 42 pips in this case. So risk management on check is if on this trade, if you use 100 lot size, then you're going to lose 140 shillings, and you're going to chase around no, if you're using 100, you're going to lose 1,400. For if it works in your favor, then you're going for 4,000 doing 100. So for this entry, you can say basically for the day you're in 40 pips, and in this case you are in another position going in for another 80 something pips. So it's a well taken trade on the first day of the week, and let's hope we survive long enough to see us make enough for we sell. So yeah, it's another one. Subscribe to that shit. Let's do this another day for another $1. Nigga is out.